So, you know, let me set my timer. Alright, so, like I said, rob everything you can take everything you can.
If there's anything
remember,
I can help you with,
stuff that like this that you
ask.
picked, obviously I can't pick it again, right? Pick it once, that's it. It won't come back when her store restocks. But the Canis root and the imp stool and the white caps and everything else that you can, slaughterfish scales, death bell, and everything else. This is full of death bell.
It's quite a problem back
the next time I come here, this will probably all be refilled, and I can steal it again. What I want to do after I make those potions over here, and again, this is just from the crap that I retrieve from Helguna here. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to ask her what she's got for sale, and I'm assuming that this is still racked out. Yeah, not too bad. And I'm going to buy things, I'm going to buy basically everything in her inventory at this point. But I'm not right now because, well, maybe. You'll see there's certain things I'm not buying. Although it's not much. Why? Because I grow that stuff myself. We'll talk about growing stuff here in a little bit. You normally don't have access to as many of the goods that she has, but my speech tree has allowed it to happen. So, $22.67 is what I spent. Normally I would have plenty of potions to sell with me, because that's the whole point, to get my money back, as you can see. Some of these potions in particular are more expensive than the others. If you're dressed correctly, which I currently sort of am. Alright, so there's a 50% prices are better, so that I get a better deal and I make more money.
Come back any... Pardon me. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Everything should have gone up. Some. I don't really need the money, but normally what you would try to do is whatever you purchased, you want to be able to pay for, or trade for, excuse me, and then take that 500,000, 1,500, 2,000, 4 grand, 5 grand, and pocket their cash. And you can do that literally from walking down from Helvin to here. Now, I can take those potions and spend them
I have
here,
several elixirs for sale,
which is great, and I can make a ton of money, especially from a ton of alchemists, but especially when we're considering the fact that, you know, eventually I'm going to get a better deal from the opposite sex. And there are very few male alchemists. This can be a little rough to the start, but it'll eventually pan out. So, what do I want to do? Well, I want to get my speech up, so I bought, like, you know, and try to buy things individually if you can. I mean, like, if you can buy something one at a time, if you can sell something one at a time, it actually works better. And the more expensive shit you buy, or the more expensive thing you sell, it actually increases your speech faster. Speech shouldn't even be called speech in this video game, in my personal opinion. This Elder Scrolls, of course I went the wrong way. There's only one side of the skill tree that you need. This is absolutely a waste of money, or perk point, waste of a perk point, waste of a perk point, because at level 50, you can already persuade pretty much anybody in the game to do what you want to do. There's only like 2 or 3 persuasion attempts where this isn't going to work in the entire game if you don't have, 80% persuasion. And by the time you get to those places, you'll probably have 80 and speech anyway. So, and then the last one again. This is even dumber. It's like, 5 intimidation things that you need, and they're not that hard, so don't waste any perk points on this side of the tree. You just waste them. Anyway, go for 5 and get all this stuff, because it all matters. What's most important? Allure is actually fairly important. I play a female character for 2 reasons. One, to make better money, and 2, there's a perk later on where you get 10% combat advantage against males or females. So, you know, this game is sexist. 75% of the people you kill or have to fight are male. That includes Draugr. So just, you know, be a girl. So that's really the most important perk right here. And why? Well, since I'm going to be making all these alchemy potions and selling them for lots of money, it sure would be helpful if I can get my, I can buy that enchanted sword and disenchant it. If I need malachite, I can buy it and just trade them a half-pound potion for it. So.
How goes the begging today, Brennan?
That's right. Mock the town beggar.
That's the basis of the merchant.
But I've got it right.
Really.
Don't I?
Gather ingredients, make potions, increase your alchemy, make as soon as you can. You want fortifying enchanting potions. Make them with the best stuff you can. I've talked about in my last video multiple times, but if you watch the last one, then you'll know that I'm a fan of, the things that are useful from the Creation Club are Mirror Watch, the Arrow Pack, the Spell Alchemy Pack, and the Backpack. Literally, it's a backpack pack. Everything else looks dumb to me. So, I mean, if you have a reason that it's awesome, you know, okay. But personally, I don't see it. So, I feel like I've covered a major area. I want to be able to walk away from any purchase, any transaction with not only everything that I want to buy from these people to use to make potions, to make daggers for me to enchant.
At the general goods store.
Back up, yo. Back up, cigar. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market.
Anyway,
I'm sure we've got something you need.
You and me.
And what this does, I mean, this makes you like omnipotent in a way, because I can buy these bone arrows, all these crazy arrows and whatever, robes, clothes. This is where most of the magic stuff is with these guys. Anything I want, food-wise. Really, soul gems is what's important. Glass and goat horns for, and straw for an iron, really. Whether I'm trying to up my alteration skill early on before I have a detect life spell, or trying to build a hearth fire home, and then I can just trade it for some potions and walk away with their $500, $1,000, $1,500 is 23 grand or whatever.
Do come back.
$2,300. Leave them penniless and you with all their stuff. Right? Doesn't that sound like a plan?
Make any deal.
Well, of course it is, and it's the plan you want to use all the time. Now, joining the Thieves Guild in Ripton is something you can do fairly early on. You'll get a hood that will reduce prices by 15%. As soon as you find anything that has that reduced cost on it,
it's exhilarating.
Enchant it and
perhaps
make
it's
your
because of
merchant
my Norse
necklace.
blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
You know what, I'm going to call it here, and I'll restart this tomorrow because I'm just so disappointed. I'll get it there eventually, but I'm tired and it's late, and I'm going.